Hey, VCDC. For those who don't know me, I'm Jay McKinley. I'm one of the youth pastors here at church. Just want to say I miss you guys. I can't wait till we can meet in person again. But thank you for joining me today for our Wednesday devotional. So I want to share a couple of scriptures and some thoughts. And the first scripture I want to share with you is a scripture that brings me a comfort, that brings me assurance in thinking about the future. And that is from Jeremiah 29:11. And it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." And we've all been in the same boat, just with the unknown, with the COVID and social distancing. In one level or another, things are uncertain. But for some of us, our day-to-day has been disrupted, our routine has been disrupted, but we just look forward to getting back to normal, getting back to work and the regular routine. But for some of us, for some of you out there, you're not sure what the new normal will be. Some of you have lost jobs. Some of you haven't had income for quite some time. For those who graduated from high school, you're uncertain what the new college life will even look like. Take away COVID. Some of you have lost loved ones. Some of you have recently been diagnosed with a sickness. And some of you perhaps are thinking about retiring or going back to the workforce. So there's a lot of unknown about the future for you. But for me personally, when thinking about the future and the unknown, sometimes it brings to me a sense of anxiousness, of sometimes apathy or depression. And I believe there's so many different reasons why these types of thoughts and feelings arise, but one of the reasons I believe is just our inability to control the future, the inability to know what's going to happen next brings these things to the surface. But the reality is that God has a plan, that God is trustworthy in the unknown. And he gives us his word, he gives us his truth to depend on in times of uncertainty. Now, a few weeks ago, JT shared with us a devotional on Ecclesiastes 3. And I've been in the book of Ecclesiastes, and I've had a lot of thoughts rolling around in my COVID head. And Ecclesiastes 3:1 says, "There's a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens." Now, we've all been in a similar season of social distancing, but our experiences are somewhat different. Some of you have experienced anxiety and fear. Some of you have experienced peace and joy in this time. Some of you have been experiencing increased relational strife with the close proximity to people. Some of you have experienced like a newness to your relationship with your spouse or your kids, and you're excited about what the future has for you. Some of you are busier than ever. You're working more than you worked before. Some of you, you're at a slower pace, and your priorities have shifted. And so we have some similarities, but also many different experiences with feelings and emotions and connections while in quarantine. And as things start to open up, we're going to continue to experience different emotions and relational dynamics and such. But while we are all in this place, God is active. He desires to meet with us in these situations, in these seasons. And while we are in these various stages of life in different seasons, some of you may be in a season of mourning. Some of you may be in a season of busyness. Some in a season of preparation. Some of you are like, I have no idea what season the Lord has me in. It's maybe a season of confusion. But as we are in these seasons, just like winter and spring and fall and summer, seasons come and seasons go, but Jesus allows these different seasons in our life. Most of us prefer certain seasons over others. Some of you hate winter. You cannot wait for springtime and flowers. Some of you right now are starting to feel the summer heat. You're like, I'm ready for fall already, right? But with each season, right, each season has a purpose in it. In spring, we plant. In the fall, we harvest. In winter, we go snowboarding. But no matter what season you're in, right, God can use it. God has a purpose in that season. And some seasons last longer than others, but ultimately seasons change. Seasons change. Now, sometimes a new season is thrust upon us. Sometimes seasons kind of meld into one another and we realize, oh, I'm in a new season. And sometimes Jesus invites us into a new season. And so, as we're in this season of social distancing, I encourage you, ask the Lord, Lord, where am I at spiritually? What season am I in currently? And no matter what season you're in, we can trust that the Lord has a purpose, that the Lord has a plan for you in this season. And so take some time and ask the Lord, what season am I in? What purpose do you have for me in this season? And lastly, what stage am I at in the season? Am I just entering in? Am I in the midst of the season? Or are you calling me out of it and into a new one? So hey guys, it's great to be seen. I wish I could see you, but God bless you, and you have a great day. Take care.